Bronny James doesn't belong in the NBA. Not yet. Some people say never. I don't believe that. I believe the kid has a chance. And I think that he's going to do. I believe in him. I believe in his work ethic, his faith, et cetera, et cetera. But he's not ready yet. Which brings this back to LeBron James. We don't have to scrutinize Bronny James in terms of points per game average and all of this other stuff. Please, he's a kid. He'll come along. He'll work on his game. Hopefully, he'll earn his stripes. Respectfully, this is all LeBron's fault. It was LeBron James that told the world, sitting next to his wonderful wife, Savannah, for an interview, asked the question, what does he want for Bronny? What do they want for Bronny? She said, I just want him to be happy. LeBron James said, I want to play with him in the NBA. I want him in the NBA. And then, because he's LeBron James, he greased the skids and facilitated it happening, ensuring through Rich Paul that nobody would draft Bronny James before the Lakers grabbed him, because there were teams tempted to do it just to keep him away from the Lakers and LeBron. Most importantly, LeBron James was caught saying publicly that Bronny James was better than some players in the NBA. Did you think people were going to forget that? See, I'm not getting into Bronny James because none of this is Bronny James' fault. He's just a kid out there working hard, trying to be the best that he can be, who was very blessed and fortunate to have a father like LeBron James, who loves him and had no ill intent whatsoever. But just because you didn't have ill intent doesn't mean that your intent didn't end up being ill-fated, because you put this kid behind an 8-ball, and now he's a target for everybody. And whatever level of scrutiny he's experiencing and whatever difficulty he's having and stomaching and dealing with all of it is because his father couldn't keep his mouth shut. His father could have just played and say, I want my son happy no matter what he wants to do. It would be a dream come true to play in the NBA with him, but we can't have everything we want. Hopefully someday it happens, and let's left it alone. You didn't do that. And as a result, in all likelihood, Bronny James is experiencing an elevated level of scrutiny that would be difficult for anybody his age, with his experience, and with his unfamiliarity in being associated with this kind of critique. It's been difficult for him. That doesn't make LeBron James the worst person in the world. He's a damn good father. He's a family man. He's an iconic figure that we all should revere, not just respect. But in the same breath, rather than say, I'm stepping off of social media because of the negativity, how about adding, especially some of the negativity I unintentionally brought on my own son? I need to take a step back. I'm not saying you should have done it automatically, but since you felt the need to do what you did in terms of retweeting Rich Kleiman's tweet and stepping away from social media, and since you refrained from just stepping away quietly and basically piggybacked off of Rich Kleiman to blame the national media, could you blame yourself? Because in the end, nobody is more guilty of making times hard for Bronny James, the basketball player, than LeBron James. That's just a fact. There's no way around it. Still rooting for you, Bronny. Keep working hard, keep making things happen. You got a chance no matter what the critics say. To LeBron James, respectfully, I know you had the best of intentions, but the national media ain't the problem, bro. Not in the case of Bronny James. That would happen to be you.
Stephen A. Smith is not the first person to actually speak out about the whole Bronny James shouldn't be in the NBA. I think even some people who are fans of LeBron's, people who even like Bronny James, they just feel like he's not ready for it. Some people feel like it has something to do with his health. Others feel like he's just a rich, entitled child, so he doesn't have the hunger that many other people have before they actually make it to the NBA. Charles Barkley was another one that was very brutally honest about Bronny James not being ready for the NBA.
I will say this. Bronny's a prospect. Number one, I'm glad he's healthy. I think he should be in the G League. He's not ready to play in the NBA right now.
And it's expected he will spend.
And he should be in the G League because he's not ready to play in the NBA first and foremost. But secondly, there's going to be some guys coming for his head. And he's not ready because he's really a tweener. He's a point guard, two guard. His probably best attribute right now is being a defender. But I think to take the pressure off him and let him get better as a player, he should be in the G League.
And if he played last year, he only played a handful of college games.
And coming back from the heart issue.
That is the reason why he's not ready.
Yeah.
Like I don't care who you are. You cannot take a year off from basketball and play in the NBA.
With that being said, tell me down in the comment section what you guys think about this situation. A lot of people are saying that everybody knows that Bronny is not ready for the NBA, but because his father is LeBron James and he has a whole bunch of yes men, nobody wants to actually tell him the truth. Well, over here, you're more than welcome to express how you really feel. So let me know down in the comment section.